Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Now, you guys see me going through straps all the time. I go and try to get 1,000 every single week. Sometimes I get 2,000, sometimes I get 3,000, sometimes I don't get any, but on average, I go through 1,000 a week. These are not the only notes that I search. What do you mean, you may say? You're searching notes without telling us that you're finding stuff? No, I mean, I get these notes specifically to search. I don't get these notes to spend. But throughout the course of the day, I drive Uber currently, I get tipped. I get tipped in cash. And I search the notes that people give me. Yes, I search my pocket change essentially. And well, this is literally a tip. The guy grabbed the money and said, "Here you go, thanks." And I said, "Thank you," and I set it down and continued on my merry way. And yeah, this is exactly how I got it. Well, let's take a peek. What did I get in tips? That's a 1981. A 1981 $1 bill in tips. Nothing too fancy about the serial number, but it's an 81. What do we got here? 2017, nothing exciting. 2013, nothing exciting. 2017, quads, 1111. And a 2013 star note. So yeah, I got a star note, an 81, and quads. 3 of the 5 notes the guy gave me were collectible. So yeah, when you get change, if you spend a 20 and you get change, look at those notes. You're never not looking in this particular hobby. And that was literally the stuff I got. Like I said, that was a tip. And he thought he was giving me $5, and instead he gave me 3 collectible notes and a $2 tip. I am extremely grateful. All right, so what do I have this week? Let's get these out of the way. Let's take a look and see what I found. Starting off with a Where's George. This, I think, is the same stamp I had from last week's as well, so I will be running that one. What do I got here? Another birthday note. This one would be January 18th, 1940. Another birthday here. This would be either March 7th, 1927 or July 3rd, 1927. And I was going to say another birthday night, November 94th, but no, this is not a birthday note. This one is a trinary, 1s, 4s, and 9s. 1s, 4s, and 8s. Pretty good shape on that one. 2s, 6s, and 7s. Kind of rough. 3s, 4s, and 5s. 2s, 3s, and 9s. And 0s, 5s, and 7s. 0s, 4s, and 8s. Quite a few trinaries this time. 0s, 5s, and 3s. And then I get some quads. Quad 0s, and I don't think that's an ink smear. I think that's just damage. It looks like that may have gotten wet at some point. So, yeah, nothing special there. Another quad 0s. All kinds of rating on that particular one. Quad 2s. Quad 5s. Quad 8s. Quad 9s. And this one's 5 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also a trinary, 4s, 5s, and 9s. So that one's kind of neat. Then I get some stars. 2017 star note, checking to see if they're filled. 2017 star. Another 2017 star. Another one. This one's pretty rough. This one's a little bit better. This one's actually pretty nice. 2017. 2017. 2017. A little older. 2013. Looks a lot older, but it's only a little older. 2013 B, in good shape, so we'll have to check that one. Another 2013 star. Another 2013 with some writing. So hopefully that's not rare and I can send it back. Look at this monster. This is from 2009. Really rough shape, but it is a star. And a 2001 star note. So that's a pretty old one. I don't come up with 2001 stars very often. Then for older notes, here's a 2001. another 2001, 1999, another 99, 1995, making sure it's not a web note. This is just, I don't know, but it's not an error. 1993, also not a web note, just checking. 88A, first year potential web note, but nope, we can see it's not. And what did I find here? This one is in rough shape, but it is a binary, 24244422. So it's all 2s and 4s, back-to-back weeks finding binaries. So that's pretty cool. You don't come up with those very often, and I get excited seeing those. Anytime I can find something that can get put in a case, and yeah, even though it's not in the greatest of shape, I put it in a case anyway, more as an identifier to myself. It's not like that note can get any more destroyed. All right, so what did I pull out this week? Well, this week I was able to check off one of my wish list notes. This is one of my top 10 wish list notes. This one was number 9 on the list. This one is an 1886 $2 silver certificate. You can see right here, active August 4th, 1886. The 1886 $2 silver certificate. This is known as the Wyndham note. The gentleman pictured here is William Wyndham. Now, I always refer to William Wyndham as Paul Sorvino. That's just who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Paul Sorvino. This particular note, though, does have a little bit of damage here. It's got this crease here, and it's got these creases here. And that's actually too bad, because when I was looking at my replica, I was able to see that he has these giant lamb chops here. And this particular, the folds on here kind of eliminate those lamb chops. But, yeah, like this, it just looks like shadow. But you can see he's got some monster chops going here. Anyway, this is the 1886 $2 silver certificate. The $2 silver certificate, interesting note for this particular series. The $1 version of this is the Martha Washington note, of course. This one, what's interesting is when you start reading it. $2 silver certificate, and it says this certifies that there have been deposited in the United States, in the Treasury of the United States, 2 silver dollars, payable to the bearer on demand, Washington, D.C. Okay, what is so special about that? It says specifically there have been deposited 2 silver dollars, not $2 in silver. Okay, does that make sense? This was not backed by just silver bars sitting in the treasury. This was backed by 2 silver dollars, 2 actual silver dollars in the treasury. So that means the coins had to be minted and the coins had to be in the treasury for this to be spendable. They had since changed that to $2 in silver rather than 2 silver dollars on further notes in this particular, well, not necessarily this series, but on further silver certificates. They got away specifying 2 silver dollars. So I always found that interesting. Let's take a peek at the back. Now, this one you can see does have quite a bit of white showing on the back. Let's see here. What is this? This certificate is receivable for, what is it? Customs and or, can't make it out because the crease is right there. So that is the back of this one. Yeah, you can see it, it's not perfect, but you're talking an 1886 silver dollar featuring Paul Sorvino. No, featuring William Wyndham. Let's take a look at what the book has to say about these. Let me get this out of there, and we'll check out the book. There he is. I wonder if I'm going to be able to zoom in on this a little better. You can kind of see them chops a little better there. Kind of see them chops. All right. So you can see the 1891. Mine is number 245. In VG8, you're talking 385. You're talking 600 if it's a 12, 950 if it's a 20, and then it jumps way up to 2,000 if it's a 40. Gem uncirculated is $9,000 for this particular note. And of course, the bust of William Windom, Secretary of the Treasury, March to November 1881 and 1889 to 1891. So, Secretary of the Treasury just for a short period of time. Once again, that's the note. There are the values. Like I said, there's two different signature combinations on there. And yeah, so that one is that. My Paul Sorvino. William Windom, $2 silver certificate. If you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. I love reading all your comments. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week.